What's going on? Not the real Will Smith, and another for your mother. Look, guys, I got some news for y'all, and I'm not sure how to break it to you guys, but just know I haven't been the best individual these past 2 months. So we got some tea to chat about. Alright, before we start chatting though, I'm gonna be making some guacamole. Side note, if you guys are really interested, there's a lot of people that like my guac. Make it real simple. If I don't have this guacamole mix, this specific McCormick guacamole mix, I normally just use garlic, cumin, and I use a little bit of sea salt. And that's it. Mix it all together, mash it all up with the knife and the spoon, throw it in here, and you're good to go. Alright, y'all, so I'm gonna holler at y'all while I make my guacamole. So if you guys haven't already seen the title, like the little thumbnail and all of that, looking like a little criminal, they got away with murder. But in actuality, you shouldn't be doing what I'm doing, but I'll explain how it even all went down. So I'm gonna protect this individual's privacy, obviously, but I just want to share this with you guys because I've been thinking about this for a minute, and I'm like, yo, do I really want to spill the tea on this, or do I just want to, go about my life and keep moving? Like, we all do things, you know what I'm saying? Like, we all do stuff, but I don't know. This one really bothered me because it didn't necessarily go the way that I wanted it to. Alright, so where do I begin? Probably like October, maybe. No, I lied. Maybe November, because I got here to New York in October. So probably about November, I seen this individual. It's a woman, one way. And she was working. She was working in one spot, and I would see her every time I would go in and out of my room. So I said, I'm gonna speak to her and stuff. But I was intentionally doing things just so I could get out the room, like going to wash clothes, going to my car 15 million times, taking stuff out one by one, just like little stuff so that she would notice me. So I finally got close enough to her because I was trying to see if she was married or not. I noticed that she had a rock on her finger. So I said, dang, I was like, she really is married. So I ain't really pressed the issue. So later on, I actually had to go to work, and I came back during lunch, and she had asked me, she was like, are you new here? And I said, yeah. I was like, I just got here from a different state because I was out at training. And she's like, okay, cool, And it was kind of like flirtatious. So in my head, I was like, all right, she's cute, but she's being flirtatious too. So I want to holler. I really I was challenged. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, if she was happily married, whatever the case may be, she wouldn't be doing all of that. But at the same time, I didn't want to overthink it because I was like, some people are just really naturally nice. So I just left it alone. Fast forward, that day, I got off of work and I actually went to get dinner. And I went to the supermarket because I like sushi. So I didn't want to cook. So I just want to get something real quick, bring it home, do some work, and just go sleep, And this is during the week, so it was a weekday. So I passed her and I was like, you still here? I was like, did you eat? And she was like, no, I didn't eat yet. She was like, I'm kind of starving. So she had an assistant that was working with her. The assistant went and got some food. But she didn't really want that food that her assistant got her. So I told her, I asked her, I said, do you like sushi? She was like, yeah. So I told her, I was like, hey, I'll grab some sushi for you. I was like, no charge. I was like, I'll get it for you. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about it. So I wound up getting that for her. And I had brought her a little drink too. She was like, she appreciated this, that, and the third. was like, cool, no problem. And like I said, I was just intentionally like doing things just like get her attention, because I feel like in my head, like if she was annoyed or she really was trying to holler at me, she'd be like, no, I'm good, blah blah blah, and like she would just like try to brush me off. Like the woman not attracted to you, like they're not going to talk to you. But I think that it was some common or general interest there, so that's why she did. I brought her the food, and that was that. So I think the next day, she didn't work in the area that I stayed at, and I didn't see her again for like maybe 2 or 3 weeks. But I would see her like in random places where she's around a whole bunch of people. So I didn't want to speak to her because I was like, yo, hey, she's married, and how I'm gonna approach her is not gonna look good if other people see it. So I left it like that. One day during lunch, I went out to Taco Bell, because I love Taco Bell, y'all. Like, if I'm a millionaire, I'm still gonna eat at Taco Bell. And I know Taco Bell is like Americanized, maybe Hispanic food. I don't want to sound racist, but it's not authentic. But I like it because like it's just convenient. It's convenient for me. It's quick until I can actually get to like a little authentic spot. So go to Taco Bell. I see her in her vehicle. So I actually was driving my vehicle, and I beeped at her because she was parked after I got my order, and I was like, hey, you know, and she was like, hey, blah blah, and I was like, you never took my Instagram down. I told her to take my Instagram down for YouTube, but I also wanted to see if she would just give it to me. So I used my YouTube as an excuse, you know, because my YouTube mirrors my Instagram name, to see if she would give it to me. And she was like, yeah. She was like, my bad, you know, I didn't mean to not take it. She was like, I kind of forgot. Plus, I didn't see you in such and such amount of time. So I said, cool, and took Instagram down. So after that, I waited like a few days, and I just hit her up. I was like, hey, what you doing? What you doing this weekend? Do you want to go out to like a lounge or whatever, right? We have weekends off. Knowing I shouldn't be doing this, I'm just asking just to see. She's like, hey, she's like, I'm busy, blah blah blah, or like sometimes she just wouldn't respond. So I took that as, all right, cool, I'm pushing too much, like let me just like step off or whatever the case may be. And that's what I did. I stepped off her. So one weekend, I think I actually was going to New Jersey. If you guys are new to the channel, actually, this was the same weekend I went to go see my friend Nala out in New Jersey, and she had messaged me the day before I was leaving. She was like, hey, you know, I got a little promotion, and I want you to come celebrate with me this weekend with some of my friends. So I said, cool. I was like, you know, I'm sorry though, because like I'm going to New Jersey because I really wanted to see Nala. Shout out to you, Nala, man. Hope you're doing well, by the way. So I think it's still November. Yeah, it's still November. So like I said, I still want to go to New Jersey. I didn't hang out with her, and she told me that I was a stranger because I didn't really hit her up like that, and also when she finally made plans, I wasn't available. So I was confused because I was like, yo, like you really just wasn't responding to my text, and like I had the receipts, you know, seeing when she read it and all of that. So, you know, like I said, I wasn't mad about it. I was just like, yo, I knew the position that I was in, so I couldn't get mad. You feel me? But when she sent that, then I was just like, yo, that is really all the confirmation I need. Like, I really felt like she liked me just like a little bit, just a little bit. So, starts to get spicy, y'all. Starts to get spicy. So, I was speaking to her, you know, back and forth. Once I came back from Jersey, I was talking to her a little bit more, and things like that, and found out she said that her husband wasn't really there. He was on deployment. So in my head, I was like, all right, he's on deployment, but why are you talking to me? But she told me after that, well, she told me her husband was away, but she also told me that like they weren't on really good terms. Like they were like on bad terms. Like they were gonna get a separation. So I'm like, okay. I was like, now it makes sense why she's talking to me. Like it makes sense. So I took that as a green light. I was like, you could be legally married, but, be separated too. But in our profession, my profession, you're either married or you're not. There's no in between. Separated means you're still married. Things still been chauffeur and stuff. So, yeah. I knew that. So, but I still took it as a green light. I still, was speaking to her and stuff because, like, she could easily say, yeah, we're not really doing good, but, I'm still married to my guy, and I'm trying to make it work, or I'm not trying to talk to you like that. And I said, we're getting further into our text messages and conversations and all that stuff. So, one day, it was a weekend, and did she invite me over? No. Actually, since I never hung out with her that weekend that I went out with Nala, I promised her, I said, hey, I'll take you out to eat. I'll get you some lunch, and I'll make it up to you. So she was like, cool. So I took her out and stuff. She drove in my car with me and went to get some meat. And after that, I went to go take her home. I was going to drop her off at a nice little spot we were at. And she was like, do you want to come in? I was like, yeah, cool, sure, whatever, Okay, man. Nice little spot she had. I was a little nervous though, because I was like, either one or two things gonna happen. Either A, like, we gonna mess around, we're gonna have sex with her, maybe, or B, like, she's not really about to be interested and she's about to just push off. So both scenarios I was a little nervous and stuff. But I wanted these things to happen. So I said, I'm just chilling. She took a shower and I was like, okay. Like, I knew it was good, bro. I knew what was good. I'm chilling, I'm watching, I remember this joint. I was watching Bad Boys because, Fresh Prince. My boy Martin Lawrence. I think I'm watching Bad Boy 2. I think that's which one it was when Martin got shot in his butt and stuff.
Damn! Somebody shot you in the ass!
It's just stupid. Yeah, I'm just chilling and I'm just like heart racing and stuff. You're doing something you're not supposed to be doing. But like it's the adrenaline. Like you're like, yo, I gotta keep going and stuff. I gotta keep going. So she comes down, like I said, we just chilling. I was like, yo, you wanna take a nap? Whatever. You like, and she was like, yeah. So we laying down, we laid up. And me, I don't know if you guys follow me on Instagram, but I do like massage therapy and all that stuff. It's on the side, it's all in my bio. So we laid up and I'm just not even like feeling her up like that, but like just like little like soft, sensual, just movements, just on the upper body, just like not near the genitals, not just the arm, the side, just make it feel good, But that's how I get people relaxed and, I eventually go to sleep. So it wasn't intended to be sexual. Then she told me, she was like, I'm horny, this, that, and the third. Mind you, the man's is gone, like he's not there. So I don't know when the last time she had sex. I didn't know. So I was like, you attractive and stuff. Like I told you that, and that was that, yo. We fucking bust down, like pop. Poo, poo.
Bust down, Tatiana. Bust down, Tatiana. I wanna see you bust down.
Let me tell y'all, man. For my ninjas that's watching, that thing was sitting right. That thing was sitting right. So it was cool. We did whatever, pop, boom. And later on, I was like, yo, I gotta go. I actually had to go pick up the stand that we're using right now. Shout out to the chick that sold this stand for me, little ring light stand. Cause definitely don't have to hold the phone anymore. And guys, by the way, if you guys are OG subscribers, I found my stand for my phone. So when I walk around, I gotta hold the phone in my hand anymore. So it's all good, baby. It's all good. So yeah, go back to the story. old girl, I told her I had to go because I had to go get this. And she was like, well, are you coming back? And I was like, I can if you want me to. So this is like right before Christmas time. So I was about to take time off and go down south because I want to see my family, you know, and my friends. So I was like, yeah, I'll come back for a little bit. She's like, well, you might as well just stay. And I was like, I gotta wash clothes. So I'm not making excuses, but I'm legit telling her like these things that I have to handle in my own space. And she was like, you can do everything you're saying you can do it here. So I was like, all right, bet. So I just wanted to bring in the stuff that I had to handle at my spot over to her spot. And I stayed for like 2 days before I had to go back to work. I think this is the weekend, yeah. So when I tell you, like, we were just doing stuff, man, smashing all over the place, man. And I'm just like, dang, I was like, this ain't right. This ain't right. But it feels so good. Like, I'm sure someone's been in that situation. I'm like, it don't feel right. Because I didn't feel like she was completely telling me the truth. But we'll get to that in a second. But at the same time, like, in the moment, you're not thinking about that. You're like, yo, I'm attracted to you. You attracted to me. And like, yo, we busting down. Like, we getting right. You feel me? Like, so, also, side note, like, there was this woman that I've been trying to talk to since I've been here. To this day. You know what I'm saying? But she was going through some stuff, personally. And I was like, all right. I was like, well, I'm gonna give you your space and stuff. But at the same time, I'm single, you know? So I wasn't really sticking around. But the whole time, I was still like, yo, that chick that I wanted, she's like, I really, you know, I want to date her and, like, be a man and shit. And this chick, it was like lust. You feel me? It was lust. And, like, there's been situations where I've had sex with people, and then, like, I built feelings for them in a relationship aspect. There's been other times where I lusted after a woman, and it was instead. It was just lust, you know? And I knew. It was, like, clear. Like, I knew. So, going back to the old girl, after, like, those days, I went back to work, and then eventually I wound up going down south to see my family and stuff for Christmas. So I was down there for, like, maybe a week. Yeah, probably a week. Didn't take that much time off. And during that time, like, she would hit me up and stuff like that, but, like, I wasn't really hitting her up. And the reason why I wasn't hitting her up, because I noticed that she has me on social media. And I noticed that some guy had messaged her and was like, yo, my beautiful wife. So I said, beautiful wife. So this man gotta be the husband and shit. So I wasn't mad at her. I mean, I'm mad at him. Oh, that's your place. But it was the time frame that didn't make sense. So, mind you guys, I told you I was talking to her, I think it was like November. And it was probably the middle of November, I think right before my birthday. My birthday's on the 26th. And the beginning of November, that month, it was a picture of her and him. It didn't look like it was an old photo, like it was a fresh photo. Because, like, she physically looked the same there. Like physically looked the same. I think the hairstyle was the same and everything. And it looked real fresh. So I was like, yo, in my back of my head, I'm like, did this dude really deploy? You feel me? Like, I was already doubtful, and that kind of made me more doubtful. I was like, this dude really deployed? Or were they just had a rough patch? Maybe he's out the house, and like she just, you know, wanted to cheat, or maybe he cheated, maybe she was in the back and she's just using me. It was so many different scenarios I was thinking about. Like, I didn't know, but I was curious. So I wound up clicking on dude's profile, and all that stuff popped up, and all the pictures, because he had all the photos of him. She didn't have that many photos of him on her social media, but he did. So I was like, all right, bet, definitely, like, she's definitely married, and dude definitely isn't here, but the deployment stuff doesn't add up. So when I come back, I didn't really text her like that during the holidays because of that. So she wasn't happy with that. She was like, yo, you're not really texting me like that. Like, what's going on, blah, blah. And I'm like, yo, I'm really just hanging out with my family, which I was. It wasn't a lot. And I don't really know her like that besides me taking her out to eat one time. Like we just really honestly just smashing, you know what I'm saying? And she was trying to pick my brain on like what like people that I was talking to. And mind you, I wasn't talking to anybody outside of her. The individual that I wanted to talk to, I already had a conversation with her about me wanting to date her. And I was just being patient. I was like, yo, if it's meant to be, me and you want to date. If not, we not. So I'm still just being single, man. And honestly, doing single stuff. We grown. If you want to have sex with me and I want to have sex with you, yo, we grown. We gonna do that. That's how I move. So Mary chick was just asking me questions and all of that. So I was like, hey, I don't feel like it's your place to ask me these questions because I don't really question you about your marriage. Only thing I ask is like, hey, you know, when's this man coming back? Blah blah. And he was like, he's coming back next year in a few, maybe it was a few months, right? But mind you, now we're in January. Right? I already came back from the holidays, from Christmas and New Year's and all that. And she's like, hey, like he's gonna be back in a few days. So I'm looking at her like, she just told me something different. So I knew, I was like, all right, she's straight lying to me. And I'm thinking, I'm like, all right, it's two vehicles here. She says she owned both of them, but I mean, you married, everything is each other's. Kind of found out one is his in his name, and one is hers in her name. You know, they both make payments on it, you know. So I'm like, all right, dude's car is here because he's out. So I figured out that dude never really was deployed. He was just like on a training event. She made it sound like he was deployed to Afghanistan. There's no way you deploy to Afghanistan for like a month or two and come back. It doesn't make sense because of everything that you have to do. So I was like, yeah. In my head, I was like, whatever, man. So me, I'm starting to pull away from her. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to pull away. And she still wanted to be sexual and things like that, which was okay. But like, I wasn't really into it like that. Like, you know, I'm not sure if she could tell because apparently people say I give boyfriend dick. I still don't know what that means. So I just knew that she enjoyed it, but like I wasn't fully enjoying it. I was like, yo, I just want to do it just because it's the act, you know, feels good. But like, I wasn't really enjoying it anymore because I was thinking about all that stuff. And at the same time, I was just like, yo, like, you know what you signed up for, you feel me? Like, I knew what I signed up for. What I didn't sign up for is dishonesty. You knew what it was going into game. When you was married, you know I'm not. Both can get in trouble. Shouldn't be doing this stuff, right? But you lied to me and you told me like you're not on deployment and y'all getting separated. But then this man is coming back and you don't even appeal himself. And it gets even more spicy than that. So dude comes back, whatever the case may be, right? And he's there. So I'm like, yo, I'm not gonna be around like that. Obviously, I'm not gonna come in no man's house. And I'm knowing the stuff that I know. Like you asking A for a fight, you asking for some stuff to go down. That would have totally been my fault because I could have avoided it. You know, so I stayed low. Like I wasn't really hollering at her like that. And that was that. And she didn't like that again. But freaking it was really her fault because again you ain't telling me what was up. And I'm not about to disrespect no dude. I'm not about to just disrespect this man. Because I really wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if they were really still messing around or not. So she told me over and over, she was like, we're not messing around. Like I'm really trying to divorce him, but like he's not trying to sign papers. So I'm like, why is he not trying to sign papers? All the time she never really had a conversation with him about that. She would have these moments where she would get mad or she'd become petty with him and be like, yeah, I'm gonna divorce you, da da da. Then they would get better. Right? But one day, she told me, she was like, hey, like we had argument, whatever the case may be, blah blah. We weren't talking for a few days, and then one morning I woke up because you weren't hitting me up like that. That was her words to me. She was like, you wasn't hitting me up like that, and I didn't know what it was with us, and like I had sex with him, her husband, and I was thinking about you, who was me. This is what she said to me. So in my head, I'm like, wow, you feel me? Like, wasn't, what's the feeling? I wasn't like jealous. I wasn't jealous at all. I was even more irritated with her because, hell, you just said you was trying to get divorced with dude and things weren't really working out. This man was deployed and now this man's back after 2 months and you're thinking about me when you had sex with him. So there's no telling if you had sex with him, how many times you had sex with him since he's been back, because I haven't been over there. You know what I'm saying? I don't see you like that. We're going to work out in the afternoons or whatever case may be, or randomly we'll just go see each other, like hang out outside, but I really haven't been hanging out with you like that. So I was like, all right, bet. So after that, man, like I'm hopping on these dating apps and I'm just talking to other people because like I have a life outside of work and I'm really not about to sit around here trying to figure stuff out. And at the same time, I never told her that I was interested in this woman that I've been trying to chase since I got here. Because again, I didn't think it was her place. But honestly, the honesty went out the window because I never lied about it to her. I just told her like, yo, I'm speaking to you directly. Like I'm speaking to you. You're not clear with me, so like there's no need for me to even proceed further. So things started going downhill from there. Nothing crazy where like we got out in public, because I think we were very professional about it and adults and stuff. But I just started falling back from her. I was like just not interested anymore. And I would notice it like on social media. She was just petty. Like she would just post certain stuff, like just venting through her feelings. And that's one thing that I don't do. I don't vent directly about how I feel. I've been about things that are relevant and things, especially with my YouTube platform, things that's going to help the other individual out because I've been through things before. But she directly, like when she felt that way, like an emotion, she directly vent about it, like to just be like subliminal towards me. And I was like, yeah, I don't like that because like you could have just told me it was good over the phone and stuff. And that was another thing, like she wasn't good at talking about her emotions and stuff like that. And she tried to push it on me like I wasn't good at talking about my emotions. And I was like, why am I going to vent to you when you can't even vent to me? You vent to the whole world. So I came to a realization. I was like, I'm dealing with problems with you that a normal individual in a relationship would deal with. I'm only fucking you. So why do I have all this stress, all these issues when I don't need to have it, right? And that was the key. I was like, yeah, let me distance myself and separate from you. So I told her, I was like, hey, you've been a great person. You're a great individual. I'll say that much. You're a great individual because she is. She's a cool person, but just not the one for me. Sexually, nothing. Just not the one for me. And I knew she wasn't relationship material for me just because of how she was moving, you know, and trying to rectify everything that I was doing. Didn't make sense to me. And me being as picky as I am, yeah, it just wasn't gonna work out. So I eventually went further and further away from her to the point to where I don't even speak to her now, and it's okay. And I see her husband are doing really well. So that was definitely my confirmation. I think that was the biggest thing. You just weren't being truthful. I'm not here to break up a happy home. You know, you want to keep your home cool, but don't tell me otherwise. So I can't get mad at her. At the end of the day, like I said from the beginning of the video, I knew she was married. There no dynamic relationship. No. I knew what she told me. I was sure not. And that was that. So as of right now, like I said, I don't speak to her. The woman I've been chasing since I got here, I'm still chasing her like fine self. Oh my goodness. But honestly, I'm open. You know, if anything happens, moving forward, not with some married chick, but just if anything happens moving forward, you know, and being single, I'm open to it. You know, I'm open to date. But knowing me, I'm so picky. Like, I'm so picky. Like, I'll be like, good luck. But I will say, I know who I do want. And I think that's the clarity that I have. So we'll see where it goes. Yeah. If you guys like this video, you guys were with me actually the whole time me making this vlog. We almost done. But if you like this video, guys, make sure that you guys like and subscribe. NTR_Will Smith. On my YouTube, we on the road to 2K, as well as follow me on my Instagram, NTR November Tango Romeo _Will Smith. Follow me on Instagram as well. And yo, hit me up, DM me, whatever questions you guys have. I do a lot of stuff on YouTube. I do car reviews, car repair videos, how-tos, general vlogs. This was kind of like a story time, so it's the kind of first time I did a story time. That's not a car talk, but I'm gonna do more of these. I'm trying to blend in my car world with my regular daily life, if that makes sense. For like vlogs and stuff. I'm not really a big vlogger, but I'm gonna get better at it because a lot of people like my personal life too. So definitely bring in more subscribers. But yeah, see y'all later. Stick around for the next one. Wear your mask.